Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're dedicating the entire countdown to one of watchmaking's most genuinely compelling stories. A brand born in Lancaster, Pennsylvania in 1892, and that supplied the United States military with precision field watches across 2 world wars, powered the golden age of American railroad timekeeping, dressed Hollywood's most iconic film productions, and quietly relocated its manufacturing to Switzerland, while retaining every ounce of the character and heritage that made it worth relocating in the first place. Hamilton occupies a unique position in the watch world, an American soul expressed through Swiss engineering, a brand with documented military heritage, and genuine Hollywood credentials that still manages to price its watches with a fairness that makes every purchase feel like an act of discovery. These 10 picks represent Hamilton at its absolute finest. Let's get started. Number 10. Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical H69439931. The Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical H69439931 is the watch that the purist reaches for when everything else feels like a compromise. A timepiece stripped back to the most essential and honest expression of what a field watch can be, powered by a hand-wound movement that demands a daily ritual of engagement and rewards it with a connection to the watch that automatic winding simply cannot replicate. The H69439931's 38mm stainless steel case is perfectly proportioned for the field watch format, large enough to carry authority, restrained enough to sit well under a cuff, or disappear into an active day without demanding attention. The bold Arabic numerals and luminous sword hands are present for the same reason they've always been present on field watches, to communicate the time instantly and without ambiguity, in any light condition, under any stress. Inside beats the Hamilton H50 caliber, the brand's own hand-wound movement with an exceptional 80-hour power reserve, a specification that makes this mechanical purist's choice technically competitive with automatic rivals that cost considerably more. The canvas NATO strap options honor the watch's military lineage with appropriate directness. For those who believe that the act of winding a watch each morning is not a burden but a pleasure, the H69439931 is the field watch that rewards that belief completely. The Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical H69439931 retails for approximately $495–545 USD. Number 9. Hamilton Khaki Aviation Pilot Auto Chrono. The Hamilton Khaki Aviation Pilot Auto Chrono is the pilot's chronograph for the buyer who demands every aviation watchmaking credential be present and fully earned. Bold Arabic numerals for at-a-glance readability at altitude, a slide rule bezel for in-flight calculations, a chronograph function for precise elapsed time measurement, and a case large enough to be read quickly and reliably in the high-vibration environment of a cockpit. Hamilton's aviation heritage is among the deepest in American watchmaking. The brand supplied precision instruments to the U.S., Air Force and commercial aviation operators across decades of powered flight history, and the Khaki Aviation Pilot Auto Chrono wears that heritage with the directness and functionality it deserves, rather than wearing it as a decorative reference. The Valjoux 7750 automatic chronograph movement inside provides reliable, proven performance in one of the most respected chronograph calibers in Swiss watchmaking, running at 28 U800 vibrations per hour with a 44-hour power reserve. The 44mm stainless steel case commands wrist presence with exactly the authority a serious pilot's chronograph should project. On canvas or leather, this is the aviator's watch that means what it says. The Hamilton Khaki Aviation Pilot Auto Chrono retails for approximately $895–$95 USD. Number 8. Hamilton Jazzmaster Viewmatic Automatic. The Hamilton Jazzmaster Viewmatic Automatic is the entry point into one of Hamilton's most beloved and enduring watch families, and it is an entry point executed with a refinement and warmth that makes it one of the most approachable Swiss dress watches available at its price. The Jazzmaster name draws on Hamilton's celebrated history of supplying timepieces to the American entertainment industry, a lineage that includes some of the most elegant and culturally significant watch designs the brand has produced, and the Viewmatic carries that legacy in a contemporary automatic dress watch of genuine character. The exhibition caseback that gives the Viewmatic its name provides a direct view of the decorated automatic movement inside, turning the act of admiring the movement from an occasional curiosity into a daily pleasure built into the watch's fundamental design. The clean silver or white dial with applied indices and slim hands wears with a versatile elegance, appropriate for formal occasions, business settings, and smart casual everyday use with equal confidence. At its price, the Jazzmaster Viewmatic is the gateway to discovering what Hamilton's dress watch range is capable of, and that discovery, once made, tends to be a lasting one. The Hamilton Jazzmaster Viewmatic Automatic retails for approximately $645 USD DAs. Number 7. Hamilton Khaki Navy Scuba Automatic. The Hamilton Khaki Navy Scuba Automatic is the dive watch that brings Hamilton's military heritage into the underwater world with the same no-nonsense directness that defines the Khaki family's approach to every operational category it enters. The U.S. Navy has a long relationship with Hamilton Precision Instruments, and the Khaki Navy Scuba translates that relationship into a 100-meter rated dive watch, built for the diver who wants a genuine tool watch aesthetic and proven daily reliability rather than the pursuit of extreme depth ratings that recreational use will never approach. The 40mm stainless steel case carries the Khaki family's characteristic directness of design with bold, luminous indices, a unidirectional bezel, and dial proportions that prioritize legibility over decoration with a consistency of purpose the military heritage demands. The ETA 2824 TET2 automatic movement provides 40 hours of power reserve and the proven daily performance that has made it one of the most widely deployed calibers in Swiss watchmaking. The rubber and bracelet strap options give the Khaki Navy Scuba the aquatic practicality its dive watch identity requires, while the overall design carries Hamilton's military-grade aesthetic integrity into the water with full conviction. The Hamilton Khaki Navy Scuba Automatic retails for approximately $695 USD. Number 6. Hamilton Khaki Field Expedition Auto. The Hamilton Khaki Field Expedition Auto is the Khaki Field formula taken into the wilderness with additional functionality that serious outdoor enthusiasts will find genuinely useful rather than decoratively present. Built on the foundation of the Khaki Field's proven case architecture and readability credentials, the Expedition Auto adds a dedicated day-date display and enhanced luminosity for extended outdoor operation, packaged in a case robust enough for the conditions its name implies. The automatic movement provides self-winding convenience that Expedition use specifically favors. The sustained activity of outdoor adventure maintains the power reserve without the winding discipline that hand-wound movements require, making the Expedition Auto a watch that works with the outdoor lifestyle rather than requiring management within it. The canvas and rubber strap options translate Hamilton's military lineage aesthetic into the outdoor context with the same directness that all Khaki family watches apply to their respective operational identities. The Expedition Auto occupies a specific and well-considered position in the Khaki range, not the stripped-back purist's choice of the hand-wound field watch, and not a dedicated technical instrument, but the most versatile and practical daily companion for the buyer whose life regularly extends beyond the pavement. The Hamilton Khaki Field Expedition Auto retails for approximately $645 USD. Number 5. Hamilton American Classic Intra Matic Chrono. The Hamilton American Classic Intra Matic Chrono is the watch that reaches furthest into Hamilton's American design archive and returns with something genuinely special, a chronograph whose visual identity is rooted in the golden age of American watchmaking with a fidelity and warmth that modern designs built from scratch rarely achieve. The Intra Matic name was first applied to Hamilton's automatic watches of the 1960s, and the contemporary chrono honors that era with the period-correct aesthetic details that make a true vintage-inspired reissue feel authentic rather than costumed. The tachymeter scale, the applied indices, the warm dial tones, the case proportions that belong to a specific and beloved decade of American watch design. The Valjoux 7753 automatic chronograph movement provides reliable, proven Swiss performance in a caliber with the horological pedigree the Intra Matic's heritage deserves. The overall execution, the quality of the subdial printing, the consistency of the applied details, the feel of the case finishing, reflects the genuine care that Hamilton brings to its archival revival pieces, which are among the most thoroughly researched and faithfully executed in the industry. On a leather strap, the Intra Matic Chrono is the most elegant watch on today's list, and one of the most beautiful chronographs available at its price from any manufacturer. The Hamilton American Classic Intra Matic Chrono retails for approximately $995 USD. Number 4. Hamilton Khaki Field Murph Automatic. The Hamilton Khaki Field Murph Automatic is the watch that introduced an entirely new generation of people to Hamilton through one of cinema's most celebrated and visually distinctive science fiction productions, Christopher Nolan's Interstellar, and it arrived on screen with such a specific and memorable identity that the watch community's response was immediate, enthusiastic, and entirely deserved. The Murph takes the Khaki Field's clean, legible field watch architecture and applies the modifications that the film required. The engraved caseback, the distinctive 38mm proportions, and a character that communicates the weight of the film's emotional narrative every time you look at it. But the Murph is not merely a movie watch. It is a genuinely excellent field watch in its own right. The ETA 2824-2 automatic movement, the perfectly readable dial, the case quality and strap options that the Khaki Field family consistently delivers, that carries an additional layer of cultural significance available to no other watch at its price. Wearing a Murph connects you simultaneously to Hamilton's genuine military heritage and to one of the most beautiful uses of a watch as a narrative device in the history of cinema. That combination of real watchmaking quality and genuine cultural resonance is worth considerably more than its asking price suggests. The Hamilton Khaki Field Murph Automatic retails for approximately $695-$795 USD. Number 3. Hamilton Broadway Auto Chrono. The Hamilton Broadway Auto Chrono is the watch that demonstrates Hamilton's range most dramatically. A chronograph so visually theatrical, so confidently bold in its design ambitions, and so completely removed from the utilitarian directness of the Khaki family that it seems almost impossible both references could carry the same brand name. Until you understand that Hamilton's history encompasses both military precision and Hollywood glamour with equal authenticity. The Broadway draws on Hamilton's deep connections to the American entertainment industry, applying the drama and scale of a Great White Way production to a chronograph case that commands wrist presence with genuine authority. The large case diameter, the layered dial architecture with its bold registers and carefully considered color applications, and the overall sense of theatrical confidence give the Broadway Auto Chrono a personality entirely its own within the competitive chronograph landscape. The automatic chronograph movement inside provides reliable performance in a package whose design ambitions are matched by the Swiss manufacturing execution Hamilton brings to its more flamboyant references. For the collector who appreciates that Hamilton contains multitudes, that the same brand capable of the quietest field watch is also capable of the most expressive chronograph in its class, the Broadway is the evidence that makes the argument irrefutably. The Hamilton Broadway Auto Chrono retails for approximately $1,295-$1,495 USD. Number 2. Hamilton Khaki Field Titanium Auto. The Hamilton Khaki Field Titanium Auto is the watch that answers the question the Khaki Field's excellence has always quietly prompted. What if the most trusted field watch formula in its class were freed from the weight of steel entirely? Titanium reduces the case weight significantly while providing strength equivalent to steel in the conditions that field watch use implies, and the difference in wrist presence is immediately apparent from the first moment the Titanium Auto is worn. This is a watch that disappears on the wrist in the best possible sense, delivering the Khaki Field's full personality and proven dependability with a lightness that makes extended outdoor wear across a full day feel effortless. The ETA 2824-2 automatic movement provides the 40-hour power reserve and reliable Swiss performance that the Khaki Field family depends upon, and the titanium case's surface accepts the same brushed finishing that the steel variant carries with complete fidelity to the design's fundamental character. The canvas NATO and rubber strap options remain available, adapting the Titanium Auto's identity to the same range of context that its steel sibling serves, but with a material advantage that rewards the buyer who sought the upgrade. The Khaki Field Titanium Auto is the most considered and most complete expression of the Khaki Field formula, the version that delivers everything the design promises with the one additional material advantage that makes it better in every practical sense. The Hamilton Khaki Field Titanium Auto retails for approximately $695-$795 USD. Number 1. Hamilton Jazzmaster Master Date Moonphase. The Hamilton Jazzmaster Master Date Moonphase takes the top position on today's list as the fullest and most beautiful expression of what Hamilton achieves when its American design heritage, its Swiss manufacturing capabilities, and its genuine horological ambitions converge in a single, complete object. The Moonphase complication has been part of watchmaking's most distinguished tradition for centuries, a display of the lunar cycle that has no practical necessity in the modern world, and exists entirely as an expression of the watchmaker's desire to connect the wearer to the cosmos through the medium of mechanical craft. In the Jazzmaster Master Date Moonphase, Hamilton delivers that connection at a price that makes it genuinely accessible, rather than the exclusive preserve of high horology budgets. The Moonphase display is beautifully executed. The deep blue sky aperture, the precisely printed celestial bodies, and the graduated transition from day to night create a dial that rewards extended observation with a depth and poetry that purely functional watch dials cannot approach. The in-house Hamilton H40 caliber provides reliable automatic performance with a 42-hour power reserve, while the Master Date display completes the complication suite with a calendar function of practical daily value. The case finishing, the applied details, and the overall quality of the dial execution reflect the genuine seriousness with which Hamilton has approached the Jazzmaster's position as the brand's most elegant and technically ambitious family. On a leather strap, the Jazzmaster Master Date Moonphase wears with a formal grace and horological romance that commands more than its price suggests, and makes every moment spent looking at it feel worth the pause. The Hamilton Jazzmaster Master Date Moonphase retails for approximately $995 $195 USD.